Mastering your trading landscape can be challenging. As a trader, to reach
which the movement should go down. Therefore, trades are opened for a decrease. Literally, seconds remain, and congratulations, we have $666 on the balance. A rather symbolic amount, friends. To consolidate the result, I will open 6 more trades for $1,000 each. Let's move on to analytics again. We are observing a downward trend. We have worked out the support area here. A small correction has occurred. You can observe the system in this area. We see 3 rollbacks and the final rollback, after which the movement should go down. The downward trend is maintained. There are literally 5 seconds left until the end of the trade, and these trades are closed in profit. We have $11,926 on our balance. This is a super result. Let's withdraw funds to our wallet. Let's withdraw $11,500 to the Bitcoin wallet. Our operation has started. I will attach a screenshot with the result. I think you understand how this strategy works. First, you need to analyze the market. Remember the life hack I told you. This can be done using RSI, then set the necessary settings. You can use mine. I recommend it to everyone. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like. This strategy can increase your $3 into $6,000 if you follow the instruction. Now, I just want to show you how it works, and I'll try to increase my deposit from only $3. Here you can see a review from my subscriber who already make profit using this strategy. My followers started from only $15 and increased capital to $15,000. So I don't know if it really works or maybe it's just a lucky trading session, but we can see it right now. So for this strategy, we will need only 1 or better 2 indicators. As you can see, there is only 1 indicator on my screen right now. These are such broken lines. It is called zigzag. We will trade with it today. Well, first, let's move on to viewing our settings. So we have candles, a 1-minute time frame, and the zigzag itself. Later, of course, we can add a moving average. Our zigzag parameters are as follows, and the style is standard. I set the expiration time to 2 minutes. Well, our deposit is $3, which we will accelerate today. Let's now move on to searching for a currency pair, and I will tell you the details there. So let's see now. By the way, I added the moving average for the full list. So as we can see on this currency pair, I will now open for a decrease really quickly to have time for everything. As you may notice, on the left, we had a small peak, which the price had already reached. That is, we have 2 peaks formed at approximately the same level. And right now, our price seems to show that it will now go down. Well, and also the moving average, as you can see, used to go up very quickly. But it was on this candle that it started to decline lower and lower. Let's wait for this trade to close now. In principle, the trade closes quite confidently. Our entry point is normal, but it could have been better. The trade closed $5.76 on our balance. In principle, good for the first trade, but to make sure that this strategy works, we will increase this deposit to $6,000 and more. But now we will move on to finding a new currency pair. So let's see what we have here that is interesting. As you can see, our zigzag stopped at the previous candle peak. That is, it ended there. And right now, we have started a downward movement. That is, a movement that goes down. This means that in the next couple of candles, our zigzag will draw another broken line, but in the opposite direction. That is, our price has just reversed. Our moving average shows us this. It is starting to move lower and lower. Well, let's now wait for this trade to close. In principle, there were fluctuations, but still, our deal with you will now be closed in Q's plus to our balance. And zigzag drew us a second broken line. The trade closes with a plus of $11.06 on our balance. Well, now we will move on to finding a new currency pair and see how we will open. So, an interesting moment. Now we will open for a rise. Why? Let's open for a rise for 2 minutes at $11. As we can see, our previous candle is not of a very good color and its body is quite small, and the shadows are large. Also, according to one of our indicators, this is the moving average. We can notice that it does not really want to go down, but on the contrary, it strives higher and higher. This means that our zigzag indicator has not stopped yet, and there is quite a good potential for our price to creep even higher. Well, now we will wait for this trade to close and see for ourselves. So, there was a slight fluctuation at the beginning, but still our price went up well, and of course, our trade will close with another plus to our balance. Let's wait now. By the way, the price is growing higher and higher. That is, the trade is closed, $21.24 on our balance. It's quite good, but of course, we don't stop there. We continue trading further. So let's see what's going on here. Great, we have a peak on the left where our price is now approximately. Let's see what's going to happen here. We'll open a short position, and yes, our trade has opened. Great. Now we're just waiting for our price to close in the plus. I'll open on the condition that we have another peak on the left side at approximately the same price, and as you know, this is the resistance level. That is, with the help of this indicator, you can also notice the resistance and support levels. They are more clearly expressed. By the way, the moving average indicator also shows that I open a trade on this currency pair and at this moment. Well, now we will wait for this trade to close and, of course, we will continue. As usual, there was a slight hesitation at first, but the trade still goes in our favor and closes in plus. $40.78 on our balance. Pretty good, I think, but still not enough. That is, in principle, we have accelerated from $3 to $40, and this is pretty good, but we have not even crossed the $100 mark yet. So let's now move on to finding a new currency pair. So let's go through the list again and see. As we can see, we have a peak on the left again, at the same level. So this is a good indicator. It's time to open a short position. I opened a short position right away, and as you can see, in a good place. The price immediately went in our direction. $40.78 for 2 minutes down. Let's now wait for this trade to close. So basically, it's quite an exciting moment because the price is here and there, but still it closes for us. Another plus to our balance, $78.30. By the way, it's quite an interesting moment now. It seems that according to the zigzag indicator, our price will now reverse. So I suggest to wait a minute and a half and then we will open again for a decrease. Let's wait a little bit now. Yes, we will now open a short position on our entire balance on this currency pair at the opening of a new candle. We opened $78 down by 92%. The trade is closed and another 92% will be added to my balance, which is about $150. By the way, as soon as I entered the trade, our price went down well. We will meet after this trade is closed. So, the price went down, but it starts to go back up. The trade is closed in profit. $150 on our balance. We have crossed the $100 mark. The next target is $1,000 to start interesting trades. There is much more excitement there. Let's move on to finding a new currency pair. Let's go through the entire list. Great moment! The price has just reversed and I'm immediately entering this trade. We've had a downward movement for a long time. The price was going down well and the zigzag showed it. But now the price has sharply reversed upward and we are opening for a rise. In a couple of minutes, the zigzag will draw another broken line upward. Let's wait for this trade to close. There are seconds left until closing. $288 on our balance. We have quite a long distance to the previous peak. I want to open a bullish trade once again on this currency pair. Everything is interesting here. I will open a bullish trade on the opening of a new candle. So, we opened for a rise for 2 minutes. Our currency pair changed to American Express OTC. I just noticed it. But we have already opened. It cannot be changed. Let's wait for the trade to close and I will come back to you. There are seconds left before the trade closes. Yes, $554 on our balance. A great result. 2 whole trades in a row closed in a big plus. Because we had a great entry point. Let's also go through the list of currency pairs and find a new one. The movement has already started. We missed it. And here it seems we can still enter. The price also went down for a long time. But at the lowest point, the zigzag stopped and everything went up. At the opening of a new candle, I opened our entire deposit up. Let's wait for the trade to close. So, we have a confident entry point. We were not in the minus, $1,064 on our balance. The fluctuations occurred higher than our entry point. The trade was quite calm. Let's see what is happening now and most likely move to a new currency pair. Of course, we can wait, but it will take too long. In my opinion, it is better to move to another currency pair. Here, the grow begins. You can consider this pair for opening up, but it is better to search further. Again, let's go through the entire list. Excellent moment! Quickly enter it. We opened the first trade at $1,000 and the second trade at $64. Our zigzag again stopped at the top point and a good red candle was drawn, a sign that the price will go in the opposite direction. Let's wait for the closing now. Trades can be nervous because the price went a little higher, but we will wait for the closing. Quite an exciting moment. The price went negative, but 2 trades were closed in profit. Wow, $2,043 on our balance. We opened a bit early, but now the price went negative. Zigzag will draw a line down in a couple of minutes. At the opening of a new candle, we quickly enter almost our entire balance. There is no point in opening for $730. because the entry points of the trades will be very different. This can negatively affect the result. Let's wait for the trades to close and I will get back to you. And as you can see, the trades were confident. Everything closed in profit. $3,250 on our balance. Let's continue to accelerate our deposit. We are looking for an interesting currency pair. Yes, this is where we will open a short position. Our 4 trades will be opened here. 3 trades at $1,000 and 1 at $250. As you can see, we have no reversal. There are good red candles that are only going down. Also, according to the moving average indicator, we see that the price has sharply gone down and is not planning to go up any further. That is why I opened a short position. Let's wait for this trade to close. So, our trades are closed in a confident profit. We have a great entry point, $6,240 on our balance. I can say that this strategy is good for traders. Most likely, it is not suitable for beginner traders. It will be hard for them, but for those who are in the subject, it will be great. Let's finish this video. Right now on the screen, you can see all the trades we had. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Write comments under the video if you have any questions. See you soon. Hello everyone! This strategy can increase your $15 into $10,000 if you follow the instruction. Now, I just want to show you how it works and I'll try to increase my deposit from only $15. And I can say that my followers started from only $15 and increased capital to $10,000 too. So, I don't know if it's really working or maybe it's just a lucky trading session, but we can see it right now. So, as we can see, we have only 2 indicators. We will accelerate with you $15. And let's get started. We have candles, 1 minute time frame, oscillator, and moving average. Moving average period 10, average SMA, and standard style. And our oscillator has periods of 5 and 34. This style is also standard. Let's quickly open a bullish position now, and I will explain why. We have our $15, which we will accelerate. And the expiration time is 3 minutes. On the oscillator indicator, we can see that we have candles and they come in different colors and sizes. We have position 0, that is, our candles are now in the negative side in a negative position, and as we can see, they have been in the negative side for quite a long time. They're starting to get closer and closer to the value of 0. This means that now they will turn over from candle to candle and go in the positive direction. This means that we can open for an increase. Let's wait for this trade to close. Well, the upward movement has begun. Of course, the fluctuation was strong, the drawdown was downward, but still, our trade is closed in the first plus to our balance. We have $28.80 on our balance. Of course, this is not the end. Let's quickly continue. Now, we will look for a new currency pair. In principle, here you can see what is happening, but it is still quite a long way to this movement. And this is an acceptable currency pair. We quickly fly into a decrease for 3 minutes. We can notice that from the positive side on the oscillator indicator, our candles are becoming smaller and smaller, approaching the 0 position. That is, they will now turn over and go to the negative side. Also, our moving average begins to slowly tilt lower and lower. Let's now wait for this trade to close. And as we can see, our trade went down well. The entry point is quite confident, and naturally our trade closes in plus $55.30 on our balance. And of course, on the oscillator indicator, our price, namely our candles, went negative. Let's not stop there and continue. So let's go through the entire list from top to bottom of our currency pairs. Quickly open for a rise, also looking at the oscillator. On the oscillator, our price has come as close as possible to the zero value, which means that we need to open for a rise, that now there will be a transition from the negative side to the positive side. Let's also set our goal for accelerating this deposit. Let's say we need to get $10,000 with this strategy. I think this is normal and possible. Let's wait for this trade to close. And what do we have? At first, there was quite a strong fluctuation. But still, our price with you broke through very strongly upwards. And basically, I feel calm now. I'm sure that this trade is closing in plus for us. And on our balance, there are $106.18. Let's, of course, continue. So let's move on to finding a new currency pair. We go down the list. The second currency pair, we quickly fly down. We just quickly find it and immediately go down. On the oscillator, everything is about the same for us. Our candles turn red, that is, they decrease and go to position 0. For us, this is a good indicator that they will now move from the positive side to the negative. So, we open a trade for a decrease for 3 minutes for our entire balance. Let's wait for this trade to close. So, we see that there was a fluctuation in the negative side for quite a long time. But still, the price, according to the oscillator and the moving average, went down. Our trade is closed and $203 are on our balance. Quite a good result. We don't stop there and look for a new currency pair. Let's go through the list and quickly fly into a decline on the first currency pair. Here, everything is exactly the same as in the previous trade. The candles on the oscillator are about 0 on the positive side, but they begin to decrease and move in the negative direction. So, we opened with you on a decline for 3 minutes on our entire balance. Not a very confident trade, but still it closes in profit. Let's wait for it. Yes, $391 on our balance. Let's move on to finding a new currency pair. So, let's go through the entire list and see where there will be an interesting moment. At the opening of a new candle, we can open for a decrease. Oscillator is going well to the value of 0 lower and lower. We opened for a decrease for 3 minutes. At first, I waited and thought that there will be a reversal, but everything worked out and the price is going down well. Let's wait for this trade to close. As we can see, the trade is closed in profit, $751 on our balance. It was a confident trade. We are looking for a new interesting currency pair. This is not a very confident moment. Let's look further. Here, yes, we quickly open for a rise for 3 minutes. Here, everything is like in the previous trade, but in reverse. Our oscillator is in the negative side, and the green candles are getting smaller and approaching 0. From the negative side, they go to the positive. Let's wait for the trade to close. Quite a volatile currency pair comes out, but still the trade is closed in profit, $1,442 on our balance. Let's of course continue and look for a new currency pair. Here, I quickly open the entire amount for a 3-minute increase, not paying attention to the fact that the price has skyrocketed. According to the oscillator, our movement is just beginning. The green candles are getting smaller, moving to the positive side, and we open for a 3-minute increase and wait for this trade to close. Excellent entry point. Trade is closed in profit. Balance is $2,777. Already an excellent result. But we move on to the next trade. So here we quickly open a short position for our entire balance. Everything is the same. The red candles are approaching zero and are moving to the negative side. These are all the factors we need. Sometimes we look at the moving average, which is tilting in our direction. And now we will have to wait for this trade to close. So, a pretty good entry point. The price didn't go that far. There were no fluctuations. The trade was closed in profit. The balance will now be about $5,500 for sure. Let's see. Yes, $5,319 on our balance. We are only one trade away from $10,000. Let's move on to it. Quite a good trade. Opens for a fall, the price has just crossed the border on the oscillator in the negative direction. We open for a fall for 3 minutes for our entire balance. Let's wait for the trade to close. Quite a volatile trade, but still closes in profit. The last trade is closed and our balance is $10,153. I think this is a super result. I'm ending this video here. I recommend you try this strategy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. See you soon. Bye. Hello everyone! In this video, we try to increase our pocket option balance from just $7 to several times. Is it possible for us? Let's see on it today. But one thing I can say for sure. Be sure that you will like this strategy because you will be able to apply it in your trading. Well, let's get started. So, we have candles. The time frame is, as usual, 1 minute. Indicators, CCI, moving average, and RSI. So, moving average has a period of 10. The line itself is standard in SMM style. RSI period is 14 and the style 70, 50, and 30. CCI period is 20 in standard style 100 and -100. So let's start searching for a currency pair, and that's where I will explain to you how it works. So let's open a 3-minute bullish position for $7. Our budget today is $7. The goal is to increase it to $5,000–6,000. I think it's quite possible. So we have as many as 2 indicators with which we first look at the market sentiment. The moving average is always auxiliary for us. We have RSI, overbought zones, and oversold zones, the same as on CCI. But they have a very small difference, which is quite difficult to explain. The most important thing for us is that these 2 indicators are approximately.
Supercharge your business with the all-new Shopify point of sale, the all-in-one
is at 30, which is our oversold zone, and CCI at the -100, which is also its oversold zone. So we have as many as 2 indicators confirming that our price is now in the oversold zone, a good indicator for opening for an increase. Well, let's now wait for this trade to close and see whether it closes in plus or not. So there are about 5 seconds left. Of course, everything works. The volatility is quite strong, but still the trade closes in plus $13.44 on our balance. The first trade is not very good, but still closes in plus. Let's move on to finding the second currency pair. So let's most likely open here. We open for a rise of $13.44 for 3 minutes. So everything is exactly the same. We open for a rise on our RSI indicator. Our price is as close as possible to the 30 mark, but not beyond it. That is, it is not yet in the oversold zone, but close to it. Well, on the CCI indicator, our moving average is clearly at the minus 100 mark. This means that it is time to open for a rise. Let's now wait for this trade to close and then continue. And as we can see, quite confidently, our trade will now close in plus. Literally, in 15 seconds, we can notice the second plus to our balance. And it will close for us at about $25. Yes, $25.80. But we're not stopping there. Let's continue. Let's move on to searching